First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Off play action. Arnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a handoff working right. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again, Arnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 11.
Lock in. Stop.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Steps away. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
There we go. You see it?
Play action. It's Trubisky. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out now come the Cowboys. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got Charkandrick West. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charkandrick West, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Arnold. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit!
Off play action. Arnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lock in.
They go play action. Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the toss, there goes Wentz. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw on 3rd down, Arnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked out by John Johnson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now Trubisky to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Red's up. Red's up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Red's up. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Hey, gotta go. Blue.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
We go. You see it?
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
Now it's Haas. This is West. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Arnold, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. On first down, Trubisky. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Off the play fake. Arnold dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking long for Westbrook. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, here's Trubisky being chased out left. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He'll return it from the 6. So we come upon well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now it's Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
You see it? Lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's letting it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Gotta go.
They run. This is Cohen. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
You see it? Blue. Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they had put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they're going with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Arnold, he hits West underneath. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Kendrick West. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking to throw. Arnold. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Arnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Trubisky on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 58 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, that's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is. There's no doubt who they want to run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Lock in. Red, tough.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Let's go.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hang on, we got, you see it? Blue.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he almost just intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And look at this. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This is Cohen. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, lock in.
Again, it's Cohen. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Arnold. He's got it to West on the dump off. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Back to throw. Arnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Off play action. Arnold flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking to throw. Arnold. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good